Okay, Comp One. I hope you had a great weekend. This week, we're starting to have some stuff that we're going to need to hand in for this class. I'm going to take you really quickly over here to this the syllabus. And if you take a look, we're in week 4, and your summaries are going to be due on Blackboard. And what that means is, again, just like we covered in previous classes, if you go to the homework and assignments section, take a look at the summary instructions example checklist. Okay, so this is going to detail everything you need to know about summaries. Last week, if you didn't watch last week's video, go back and watch it, because I take you through basically how your summaries should look, and especially take a look at the example summary. Again, just to remind you, one of the summaries will not have a title, or not a title. Both of them have a title, but one of them will not have an author. So instead of saying the name of the author, you'll just say the author. And in these first 2 summaries we're doing this semester, we are not required to do the works cited parts. So you don't have to worry about the citation at the end and the works cited entry. All of the rest of the summary, or all the rest of this semester, we're going to have that happen. But for these 2 first summaries, don't worry about that. So make sure to take a look at last week's lecture if you haven't already done so, and I guide you through basically what these summaries should be all about. You're going to need to hand your 2 summaries in, and that's going to be due by Friday at midnight. That'll be in the Essay 1 project materials folder. You scroll down, right here is the summary of reading 1 and summary of reading 2. It doesn't really matter which one goes which. So the subway paradigm shift, you can make that summary of reading 1, or you can put it in summary of reading 2. It doesn't make any difference. As long as you hand both of them in by Friday at midnight, you're solid. So make sure to hand those both in. In addition to that, you're going to take a look at the rest of this. Is basically, we're working hard on completing our essay 1. Now, this first essay, you may be like, wow, we've been working on this essay for a long time. And it's true. Essay 1 is the essay that we take the longest on, because you're adapting to the class, you're learning how to summarize, you're learning how to do the writing process. So I give you more time. Whenever we get past essay 1, the summaries and the essays, they will go by faster. But by the end of this week, you need to complete your outline. And again, just as a quick review, last week, you should have taken a look at the video on how to do an outline. In addition to that, you should take a look at the thesis statement video. And now this week, we're going to have the outline complete. And in addition to that, you should have a complete rough draft. Okay. And so you need to have a complete rough draft. Now, the thing is, when I say rough draft, I don't mean garbage draft. Sometimes people make the mistake that it's just a rough draft, so it doesn't have to be any good. This needs to be your best possible effort, okay? And that the reason for that is we're going to do a peer review. So the peer review, you're going to take your rough draft and you're going to go over here to where it says discussions on the left-hand side, and you're going to go to this peer review area here. You're going to click on peer review, and you're going to create thread, and then you title the subject your name, and then you're going to browse your computer, and then you're going to upload your document, and then you'll submit it. Okay. And so basically you're going to upload your rough draft to the discussion board. And next week we're going to do a peer review, and then we're going to hand in our essay. So next week you're going to look at someone else's essay, at least 2 people's essay actually, and you're going to answer these questions for your fellow classmates. Your fellow classmates will be answering these questions for you, and the goal is that maybe they'll pick up something that you didn't pick up. Maybe and I'll tell you this: I've published a book, I've done a lot of writing, and I still do typos all the time. I still have errors that I just don't notice, and it's because we're human beings. So I don't care how many times you reread your essay, you're going to miss something that someone else probably can catch. And as a person who's going to be doing these peer reviews, I want you to really take this seriously and look at your other classmates. Now that's next week, but by the end of this week, you need to have your rough draft uploaded here. Now, what I'd like you to do also is in the SA1 folder. I want you to take a look at my lecture over peer review. It's down here at the bottom. It's SA1 discussion boards down here at the bottom. This is where I really explain to you what you are expected to do during your peer review. And again, this is all for a grade. So we're starting to get points now. So the rest of the class, the first part of the class, really, we didn't have a whole lot of points, but now we're going to start getting into the part of the class where everything counts for a grade. And really your grade is, you're going to start seeing your grade be determined. So make sure to watch this right here, Professor Coomer's virtual classroom, SA1 discussion boards. Make sure to watch that this week before you hand in your peer review or hand in your rough draft. Okay, so let's just review real quick what we're doing this week. It's pretty straightforward, all right? You're going to complete those summaries and you're going to hand them into Blackboard, okay? You're going to complete your outline, and of course, you're going to do that early this week because at the end of this week, you need to have your complete essay written and uploaded to the discussion board number 1. And again, discussion board number 1 is in the discussions on the left-hand side, right here, SA1 peer review, okay? In addition to that, you're going to watch my video on how to do peer review. And again, that is in the SA1 folder, in the lectures, down at the bottom, discussion boards, okay? This week is very straightforward. You should, at this point, already have, most of you, I know I've been talking to a lot of you guys, most of you already have your essay written. So you've been working ahead. I know this class starts off really slow. I promise we get faster as we go. Make sure that if you are struggling, if you have any questions, don't expect me to read your mind because I only know what you tell me. So if you have any questions, please be specific. Please reach out to me and be specific about what you have questions about, and we can set up a time to talk. Today is Monday, and I'm always in my office off and on throughout the day on Monday. I'm always in my office Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's usually the 1 o'clock or the 2 o'clock hour, but you'll want to make an appointment with me on those days just to make sure that I'm for sure going to be there whenever you want me to be there. And if those times don't work for you, I'm very flexible. I can try to make an appointment outside of those times. But Monday is my big day. So Monday is the day where I really try. I even bring my laptop with me throughout the day, whatever it is I'm doing, so that I can look to see if anybody needs to talk to me. I'm generally going to be in the office from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Today, my son has a 2-hour delay for his school because of the snow. So I may be out of the office a little bit more today than usual on a Monday, but I am more than willing and just very happy to give any kind of guidance that you need. So before we quit, I'm just going to go over one more time what is due for this week. Again, it's very straightforward for this week. 1, hand in your summaries. Where are those due? They are due in the SA1 folder, and you're going to see them right here. A summary of reading 1, summary of reading 2. Okay, that's due by Friday. This week, you'll need to complete your outline. You're going to complete your rough draft and upload it to discussion board 1. Where is that? Discussion board 1 is in the discussion section, and that's SA1 peer review right here. You're going to upload it by Friday at midnight. So you've got this week to finish your essay and make it as good as you can make it. And then lastly, you're going to go back to the SA1 folder and you're going to watch my lecture on discussion boards. It's the bottom lecture. At this point, you should have watched all of the videos I have in the lecture folder. So if you haven't seen a video in the lecture folder, watch it because I expect you to know what's in those videos. Okay, guys, that's all for me for this week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out by email, and I am very happy to help you as much as I possibly can. Guys, have a great week and enjoy.